If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. And this morning, the thing that I like about it is that by giving that definition, it means that everybody can be great. Because everybody can serve. You don't need to have a college degree to serve. You don't need to know about Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love, and you can be that servant. Every now and then I think about my own death, and I think about my own funeral. And I don't think of it in a morbid sense. And every now and then I ask myself, what is it that I would want said? And I leave the word to you this morning. If any of you are around when I have to meet my day, I don't want a long funeral. And if you get somebody to deliver the eulogy, tell them not to talk too long. Tell them not to mention where I went to school. That isn't important. Tell them not to mention that I have 300 or 400 other awards besides the Nobel Peace Prize. That isn't important. Tell them not to mention where I went to school. I'd like for somebody to say on that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to give his life serving others. I'd like for somebody to say that day that Martin Luther King Jr. tried to love somebody. And that's really all I want to say. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody he's traveling wrong, then my living will not be in vain. If I can do my duty as the Christian ought, if I can bring salvation to a world once wrought, if I can spread the message as the Master taught, then my living will not be in vain. Yes, Jesus, I want to be on your right or your left side. Not for any selfish reason. I want to be on your right or your left side. Not in terms of some political kingdom or ambition. But I just want to be there in love and in justice and in truth and in commitment to others so that we can make of this old world a new world. That was the drum major instinct from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I wanted to give everyone here just a piece of what it is that I've done for 17 years, since I was 8 years old. That was my talent. The talent was impersonation. The talent was memorization. The talent was redelivering the message. The message I have for all of you now is to take on the challenge of fulfilling the dream. Dr. King's dream is not yet fulfilled. It is still in the process. It's still in the works. We have not yet reached the promised land, but if we keep pushing, we'll get there. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. God bless you.